you can tell that, what I circled is the mouth of an arrow. So the line of an arrow goes into the mouth of an arrow, being able to tell, I'm going left or right, going on the right, I already explained it to you, so that should be pretty easy. Do I have marker on me? I might have accidentally did that. Okay, so you draw these arrows on the end of this line, okay? And the arrows symbolize the line going forward for, say, in this direction, in the right direction, going this way, not that way to the left. So it's starting point, and then here's the line, and then that arrow, the arrow doesn't symbolize a stopping point. It just goes forward, because, looking at the arrow, this is a forward, this is a right moving arrow. So it just goes right, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on. But when you have the dot, though, it symbolizes the ending point of either the line or the segment. But the arrow symbolizes that the line just keeps going on, and it doesn't end there. Okay, so to flip that around, we have the wait a second here, that's, alright, so let me write this out. Alright, so, so, in story, so beginning of the line, right here, starting point, that's what this big dot symbolizes, line, and then goes on and on and on, and then we come to this. I don't know if you can see it, but so this line right here, and I'm gonna actually draw out another one here, but let's just take a look at this one right here. Okay, so I want you paying attention. So we can either say that the line begins on the left side, the right side. So this is the starting point on the right side, or the ending point. So this could be the starting or the ending point. So could this right here. Okay, the line could either go this way or left. Okay, right or left. So this could either be the ending point of the line that we had earlier from the starting dot. Then we have the line, and in the arrow it just keeps going on and on. And then now we come to the end of the line where we have the arrow, and then the dot symbolizes the ending point. So, this represents, this one represents the starting point right here, you can see, if it's on the left side of the line, and an ending point if it is on the right side, if the dot is on the right side of the line. But that's not necessarily true. We could have a line not just going right, but also going left. So this could be the beginning point, and then the line, with the arrow, which is a long arrow, but, the beginning point here, if it's going left, the ending point if it's going right. But if the beginning point going left, then that means that the arrow is wrong. Because then, if we have this line with the little dot with this arrow, which is a right moving arrow, and then we have the ending dot here, that would be the end of the line. But so if we have this arrow, right here, okay, this arrow, which if we look at the line, is a left moving arrow going into the mouth of the arrow, okay, and then, going left, then this dot right here would be the beginning point of the line. So, lines don't have the dot beginning over the left side than going right. That's not necessarily true. So that's how, that's how we can look at it. So, this one would actually be correct. So I'm going to review this with you, again. So, if, okay. Well, alright. So, yeah, I've already, this is where I can't explain both of them. But I think that you understand, what I'm getting at. So, yeah. So the ending point is if the arrow looks something like that. Okay, if it looks like this, and then the beginning point if the arrow looks like that. Okay, so right, left, ending goes to right, and left goes to beginning. Okay, so as you can see while looking at this. Okay, so can we all understand what I'm talking about here? Okay, because I really don't want to have to explain this again. Alright, yeah, I think I done myself. I was trying to think of a way to explain that. But I hope that you get it. Okay, so that was that. And then now what we have is, we have this, okay, either the ending point of the line, which, symbolizes this dot going right, or the beginning point of the line going left with the, beginning dot left. So then we draw this arrow, which is the left moving arrow, by the line, and then the shape of the arrow, this means going left, this means going right, decreasing, increasing, and so, decreasing going from this way, beginning point, increasing going further that way, ending point, for that line. But, so this is, that's how to look at it, but, so, going on and on point, okay, and then now we come to the end point of the line there. Or, if I already explained it, then we have this. Then we have this, which looks something like this. So, looking at this, we have arrows on both sides of the line. So that means that it is in the middle of a huge, long line. Okay? So, this is not a line segment. A line segment looks like this with an ending or a starting point, or vice versa, with the two dots. But, from the very beginning arrow, and then with the line, it comes to, how you're looking at it. So if you're looking right, you want to look at the end of, the line to the right. If you're looking left, you want to look at the end of the line to the left. And you want to look at the real arrow at the end of the line to whatever direction that you're looking at. So, let's say we're looking right, and then this would be, the arrow, by the shape of it, remember the line has to go into the mouth of the arrow. So, in other words, this right here, this right there, or this would not be right, because it has to go into there, into the mouth of it. So, the arrow means we're moving right, okay, or we're moving left. So, right, left. Okay, so this is the middle of the really long line. So, now that we understand that, all of, that geometry, then we might do it in, and then we might do something else. So, I can make all different kinds of shapes with it, but, that's not really necessary. So now we're going to come to this, which is going to be a little bit more tricky. So, this is what we have. We have this with, say, that combined with no, beginning point on that line. It's just, the middle of the line. And then we have the line segment over here, which we looked at earlier. But so now we have this. Now we have this. Now we have this. I'm going to circle it. So we have the line segment. And then we have either the beginning or ending. Well, I don't want to have to go through all the little explanatories. Let's just say the beginning of the line. So line beginning. We have the telltale sign as this dot right here. And then with this arrow, that symbolizes going right. And it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. Okay, so, the line beginning, or if it was the line ending, it would look like that. Just, looking at the, and that dot is the telltale sign. Okay, for, the ending, we have the arrow, and the arrow symbolizes what's coming to the end of the line. It's getting close to that. And then we have this line here, and then we have the dot, which is the beginning, ending or beginning. And then the dot as the beginning would be going left. And we have the line going this way, and then we have the arrow keeps going further left. Okay? So we have the line segment, okay, so just a part of that line with the beginning and ending point, ending or beginning point. Beginning point is over here and ending point over here if it's going right, and vice versa, going left, line segment. But then we have over here, so we know that this is just the line segment. So now we're going to go to, now we're going to go right. So the line segment, and then now we have the dot, and then now we have the line, and then there's just an arrow. So these are two separate things put together. So this is a one line. So remember, beginning point, if we're looking at the arrow, beginning point, line going on, right, and then, the arrow just symbolizes going on and on and on and on and on, and right even further. Okay, so beginning, ending point, and then the ending point is also the beginning point here. Okay, it works both ways if it's in the middle, and if over to the far left-hand corner there's a dot and there's an arrow. This could be both beginning and ending. Okay, and so be this point, if it's going left, it would be, if this is going right, this is beginning. If it's going left, this is the ending. But so, this arrow over here, now that we have this line, arrow symbolizes going on and on and on and on, and it doesn't end here. So this would be probably the middle of that line. So, beginning of the segment, end of the segment, or switch it around. End of the segment would also be beginning, and then, probably an even bigger segment, or just the rest of that line. And then keeps going, in that line, arrow, on and on and on and on. Okay, so, now that we looked at that one, I hope I'm doing a really, really good job in thoroughly explaining this. I hope that I am. So let's see. Trying to think of others that we could do here. So, now we have this. So we have the ending and the beginning. So this could be, going left to right. So we have the arrow over here to this side, which is a left moving arrow, so we're going right. So then we have the arrow here, a line, and then a dot, which could be the ending or the starting point, line, and then another arrow. So it could go left to right, and then so this is basically the middle of the line. So this could probably be the halfway point of that line. So it's going on and on and on from this side, okay, and then going this way, and then so this would be the halfway point of the line. So it wouldn't be the beginning or ending. If there was a dot in the middle of two lines, and then at the end of those lines there would be two arrows, which would match up to their directions going in the mouth of each arrow correctly. So the middle of the line going either going either for this way or going either further that direction. Okay, so so if you're going east or you're going west, if you're going south, if you're going north. Okay, so technically this would be east, this would be west. Further left is west, further right is east. Okay, so that's what I wanted to explain to you, okay, how that all worked out. And so now we're going to have this one right here. So these are just a bunch of segments put together. Again, beginning point for the segment, but also ending, beginning, and then the ending over here. Okay, so let's put it. So, or it could be the other way around. So this could be the starting point. So start, end, beginning, end, beginning, or end slash start. So slash end. So I think that you can see. So there's no more lines and points that go on the end, the whole thing, either left to right. So that's why we put begin or the end, either going this way or that way. It doesn't matter. Oh, this is tough explaining this. Okay, and then the ending or the beginning point, end going this way, beginning point going left, if I'm explaining this good. Okay, then end and starting point, because we have a line segment sandwiched in between, really big, sandwiched in, so there's three line segments. So the second one is, 2 is between 1 and 3. So the second one in between 1 and, the sandwich between the first and then the third. Okay. So, that's why end and then, the starting point, or the start here or the end. That just depends on, which way that you're looking at it. Okay. And this could either be, the end or the beginning. End going that way, beginning going this way. Okay, so, beginning, and then, I already looked at it. It doesn't matter going right or left. Just need to know what that looks like going each direction. So now we're going to do this if we didn't look at it already. So we have we have two segments of the line, and then so we have the two segments of the line, and then after those two segments are done, in the beginning and end in the beginning, this arrow symbolizes the line keeps going on in the right direction there. Okay. Let's see if there's any other ones that we could do here. Okay, well, what if I even did this one before with you. So looking at this one, as a line going that way, okay? With the arrow pointing left, and then a segment, one that over there, beginning and ending point, and then, by the arrows we can see which direction it's going in. So if it's this arrow is going left, this arrow is going right. So line keeps going left over here. There's a segment, there's a begin segment, end segment. So these two dots, this would be called well, it depends on what direction you're going, but let's just do it this way. So begin segment, end segment. Okay, and then the line, then you see this arrow keeps going further east or further right. Alright, everybody, so, okay, is there anything more that I could do? Or are we getting the idea for this? Because I want to move on to something else. So are we good on this? So do we understand? Okay, amazing. Alright, so can I move on now? Okay, that took way too long than I wanted it to. Okay.